Hello, hello. Have I got a surprise for whoever is listening? It's not a big one, but just a little something that the sleep tracker app recorded crystal clear. And it cracks me up every time I listen to it. Before I get to that though, I gotta tell y'all the dream. It's a very short one, but I had to make this one the first episode where I include an audio clip because it's just so crisp. It's in Spanish, but I'll translate. Okay, ready? I'm at my parents' house. My mom is there with my Aunt Mary. My aunt asks my mom if she's heard about the lice infestation at her workplace. My mom hadn't. She gets my aunt to check her hair for lice and her scalp for lice. My mom says that she doesn't even know what they look like. And I stare at her and I tell her, "Si sabes, tenía piojos," which translates to, "Yes, you do know, I had lice before." Then my mom goes and washes her hair, and she also goes ahead and dyes it because the gray in her hair was showing, or so she claimed, because I didn't see any. It looked more so blonde or yellow. And then they kind of disappear, or they go outside. I'm there alone, and I get really emotional just thinking about how fast time is moving, how everyone is getting old, and they're not gonna be here for much longer. I can't hold in my tears, and I think I woke up crying too. But yeah, back to the dream. My mom's neighbor is yelling my name. She knows I'm there because she sees my car parked outside. I just think, "Vieja chismosa," old gossiper lady. She says that she has some shoes for me, and they're really ugly. I don't want them. I ask her what size they are. She says they're size 9 and I'm size 8. I tell her they're too big, but she insists that I try them on. They are too big, and that makes me happy. I tell her, what a shame, because they're a beautiful blue. She says they're not blue, they're orange. And my mom shows up and she says the shoes are pink. I keep insisting that they're blue. I want to take a picture of them and post it online so that people can debate about it, like that one striped dress. You know the one. Okay, so that was all for that night. Now, take a listen to this.
¿Sabes? Tenía piojos.
Meaning, yes, you do know, I had lice before. So yeah, that was me sleep talking sometime in the middle of the night. I just find it hilarious because of the emphasis of the P in piojos, in English meaning lice. And I sound like I have an attitude or something when I say that. Yeah, so that dream was pretty short and I don't have much else to add to it. So I'm just gonna share another dream too. I was going to include a totally different one. I had it written down and everything, but then I had this one last night, and that app also recorded me saying something. So I have 2 recordings for you. Yay! Okay. So I'm on a bus and I get dropped off at someone's house. Let's call this someone Monchi. And then I'm getting into an SUV. My cousin Jazz is there along with some other distant relatives. I offer them a SpongeBob popsicle and some candies. I tell them that they have to eat them or they'll melt. And then I'm back outside. I walk down the street with my mom. There's a cop car with its lights on, and he turns them off when he passes us, I guess, to let us know that he's not after us. Who knows? We keep walking down the street. We get to an intersection, and someone has a big white truck, and they're doing like wheelies and who knows what else on it. It almost leans back and falls right on me. So I tell them to chill, be careful. Then after that, a whole bunch of people walk towards us. I don't really know anyone there except for my dad and my Uncle Bubbles. I tell my mom that I really have to go to the bathroom because I know that I won't be able to go until 3 hours from then, and I couldn't wait that long. My mom asks my dad if we're all leaving now, and he's not sure, so he asks Uncle Bubbles, and my uncle says, not yet. That we're still waiting for people to get there. Well, then that means I have time to go to the bathroom, and I go back to Monchi's house, which now belongs to my Aunt Mary. It's not even what Monchi's house looks like. It's not what my Aunt Mary's house looks like. It's just some house. But yeah, so I go in the house, I head to the bathroom, and I leave my purse somewhere for some reason. And when I make it to the bathroom, I realize I don't have my purse and I need it. So I go look for it and I get lost. Because there were 2 bathrooms on 2 different floors that look the same. And I'm just going back and forth between the 2, not really realizing it. But yeah, the 2 bathrooms, they were kind of weird because they were like a his and a hers bathroom. Not a his and hers sink. It was a full-on bathroom with 2 toilets. It was very long, and there was 1 toilet on each side of the room, and then there was a shower in the middle. So yeah, so I was lost, looking for my purse, and I only realized that I lost my purse because in my hands I had a bag, but it wasn't my purse. It was a bag of bathroom trash. I don't know how that got there, but yeah, I saw my cousin Jazz, and since it was her house too, I asked her, like, hey, have you seen my bag? And how do I get out of here? She just asked me why I'm holding trash. I find my bag, and I see this lady. She's wearing makeup, and I just stare at her face because something seems off. I don't know how to explain it. Like, she wasn't really blinking, and she didn't really have a chin, I guess. And then I see someone from, I guess, middle school, Hannah, and I guess they were sisters in the dream. Whatever. So anyway, somewhere in the background, I hear someone asking, like, hey, are you sure that there's gonna be food? And someone else says, yeah, I heard that Monchi is a very good person with a nice big house and that he makes good money. So yes, everyone will be fed. Apparently, everyone was gonna go to Monchi's house to celebrate his birthday. And my mom gets wind of this and she gets so mad, and she says that everyone is crazy, that Monchi can't really afford to buy anything, that he's really budgeting really tightly. And how did all these people just get the idea that they were all invited there to his party to begin with? The dream fast forwards to everyone being at Monchi's house. Monchi's roommate Alexandra is fuming, but she stays quiet. There's like 3 or so women that go into the kitchen, along with my mom, just to see what food there is. And Alexandra is making tortillas, and the women join in. And Alexandra explodes. She goes off on them. She grabs a tortilla dough out of a woman's hands, and she yells at her that she's doing it all wrong, and she tears it apart and slams it back into the woman's hands. She wanted to say a lot more, I know she did. But that's all she did. Someone, it might have been either Monchi himself or me, mentioned to everyone outside, all the random people, that all he wanted to do for his birthday was to eat out somewhere with his immediate family. And I think they finally started to realize that they're not getting food, so they leave with Uncle Bubbles and his family. Or maybe I tell them all to go with him. Who knows? I don't remember. That's all I remember. I did wake myself up talking, and it was funny because, well, it's hard to explain. Like, my brain is still sleeping, but my mouth is moving, and my brain realizes that my mouth is speaking, and so, yeah, I started laughing. And then I fell back asleep. This recording isn't as clear as the other one. I'm mumbling, but since Monchi's birthday's coming up soon, I had to include this one and this clip. So here you go.
Tiene una casa. Dice, hay comida.
From what I could make out, I said, they say he has a nice house. Then something I can't make out. And then there's food. Yeah, I'm so weird. Oh, what a trip. Michael has told me before that he's heard me sleep talking in Spanish, but he could never understand what I was saying. So, Mike, if you're listening to this, which you are because you're my unpaid editor-in-chief, do your Duolingo lessons so that you can understand me and English and Spanish. So, yeah. Okay, that's it for this episode. Thanks again for listening. I really, really enjoyed doing this, and this is just episode 2, so I'm excited. I appreciate those likes and subscribes. I totally forgot to mention that last time, and some of you did it anyways. We fixed the notifications, so you should be able to enable them now. Yeah. Expect the next episode to be longer. I'll include both an analysis and a voice recording, so that's gonna be fun. I can't tell you when it'll come out. I have no schedule. It really depends on what I dream and how tired I am. But for now, I'm striving for at least once a week. Yeah. Okay, here are the shoutouts for today. Shout out to my husband. Thanks for putting up with me and my sleeping shenanigans. And thanks for helping me with this for free. Let me share what he said right quick before I go. He said that he's my unpaid intern, and I told him that I could give him a quarter. And he said, okay, that's enough for me to go to Aldi's and get a shopping cart and just walk around and nothing else, cause it takes a quarter to use a shopping cart there. Yeah. That man, I swear. Hey, I'll give you another quarter and you can get 2 shopping carts. How about that? Oh yeah, another thing. I did have a SpongeBob popsicle yesterday. They're so small. They don't make them how they used to be. Anyways, the last shoutouts. Shout out to my mom and my dad, my Aunt Mary and Jazz, Monchi, Alexandra, and my uncle Bubbles. Oh, and the vieja chismosa. They're not listening, but it's okay. Okay, gracias. Hasta la próxima, and I'll see you next time.